Welcome to the Pocatello Business Podcast, the only Pocatello podcast focused on providing profits for Pocatello people. If you love our town and love small business, you are in the right place. We interview local legends, learn business, and have way too much fun doing it. You're listening to the Pocatello Business Podcast with your friend, host, all-around great guy, and owner of New Clean Commercial Cleaning, Spencer Ward.
All right, everyone, welcome again to the Pocatello Business Podcast. We are here with Tyler Hargis, the man, the legend, and just all-around good dude. He is the franchise owner of Serve Pro of Blackfoot and Pocatello. Say hi, Tyler.
Guys, how's it going?
Very cool. Okay, now let me introduce Tyler a little bit here. He went to BYU, Idaho, over in Rexburg. He graduated there with a finance degree. He went on to be the CFO of a company called Rome. He spent some time there. He moved on, and he was a owner of a lawn care company, he is now sold. And now he is the franchise owner of Serve Pro of Blackfoot and Pocatello. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
I'm excited to have you on the show as well. So Tyler, some of your accomplishments here, it says Eagle Scout. I like that. I can't put that as my accomplishment, even though I have to put it on my mom's LinkedIn page. So, and you do Espanol, I don't speak Spanish, but you are bilingual. So if you have disaster needs and you only speak Spanish, which would be hard for you to understand what I'm even saying now, Tyler's your man, because he can understand it and he can walk you through that, and he's the guy to call. So Tyler, we're glad to have you on the show. Tell us about your family, your hobbies, and what you like to do when you're not working.
Married to Emily. She's my wife. This year, 6 years. We have 2 kids, Porter, who is 3, and Piper, who will be 2 in under a month. So they're pretty close in age. And then we've got our yellow lab, Boone. If anyone's ever been to my office, you've probably met Boone. He's kind of the office mascot / shop dog / security. And yeah, we love going camping. We went camping last week up at Palisades. We're going again this weekend. That's kind of what we like to do in the summer. Get out and enjoy what Idaho has to offer. I also enjoy landscaping and yard work. That was part of a profession I had for a few years. So if I'm not camping, I'm working in my yard.
Very nice. Very nice. You got a garden in your backyard as well?
Not a garden, but we have a lot of trees and a lot of upkeep, a lot of maintenance.
Nice. I've got a bunch of fruit trees myself, and I've got a cherry tree in the tree that's just right there, almost ready to pick. And I'm excited about that. Okay, Tyler, what is some of the common myths about your industry?
Some of the myths about the restoration industry is that we are going to rob you of your money. We're going to come into your house and tear it apart and leave, and you're not going to be able to get a hold of us again. That we come in and break up stuff, or sometimes people look at us as the bad guy when really we're the good guy. We're coming in to help clean up after a disaster. We're not the ones that caused it. We deal with a lot of upset and angry customers,
Sure.
But really we're the light at the end of the tunnel, and we're here to help.
Okay, I like it. So Tyler, how walk me through it a little bit. How did you get in from graduating college and now finding yourself as owner of this franchise for Pocatello Blackfoot?
Yeah, so my brother and I owned a landscaping and lawn care business. We had, since really high school, it got us both through college, debt-free through college. And
hey, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, it was a big blessing, and it was looking back, we did things right, I think, there. But it was getting to the point where we were growing pretty good, and we either needed to, really focus on it and really take it to the next level, or one of us, maybe go do something else. And at that time, my father-in-law had just recently bought a Servpro franchise in a very rural part of North Carolina called Bath.
Hmm.
He bought this franchise because he was doing the same kind of stuff just under his own name. And someone hooked him up with Servpro, and he got into it, and he was doing very good with it. And, you know, it was kind of at that point where it was like, Tyler, you either got to stay with your landscape business or move on to something different. So we kind of looked into Servpro to see if they had anything out here. And there's a few franchises around the area, up in Idaho Falls and Rigby area and over in Twin Falls, but there was nothing down, you know, Pocatello, Blackfoot area. So we started the process of seeing if we'd be approved to open up a franchise. And I call it the snowball effect. The snowball got rolling, and before we knew it, we were approved, and we were basically going to open up this franchise. And I was excited and nervous. At the time, I was only 25. I was kind of like, what the heck am I doing? I've always worked for myself, but at this point, it was kind of like, well, this is a little bit different. You know, I'm actually working as a franchise owner. Technically, it's for myself, but I'm representing someone else's, larger brand. But we've been doing this for 3 years. We've grown a lot in 3 years. We grow. Just this year, we've grown a lot as well. And so that's kind of how I got into Servpro. And yeah, we're on the boat and we're going.
Very good. Very good. I like it. I like to hear people's journeys. So was it something that was difficult along the way, or because you're my first franchisee, I believe, to be on the show. So walk me through the franchise process. Is that something pretty hard to navigate, or?
Yes. A lot of hoops to jump through. Still to this day, I'm not quite sure why Servpro allowed me, a 25-year-old, to represent them and open a franchise. But the way that Servpro has created their franchise program, they've created it to where anyone, doesn't matter their profession or their background, can open up a franchise and be successful. So I didn't really have much restoration experience at all, really. I was a landscaper.
Mm-hmm.
I did construction type stuff with my dad around the house.
Sure.
But I dealt with, a flood or a fire on a large scale. But they take you to training, all that kind of stuff. They train you up on how to do it. They don't set you up for failure. They set you up for success. Their success rate for franchises that open, when I was at our headquarters in 2017, they hadn't had a single franchise close down in years after they've opened. They might sell to someone else, but they haven't shut the doors. So their success rate is amazing. But to be a franchisee is nothing that I had ever experienced or expected. It was a huge eye opener. Yes, there are a lot of things we have to follow and rules we have to abide by, but the flip side of that is the support is just phenomenal. The brand identity across the nation is always there. It doesn't matter where you are. You can be driving in rural Wyoming and see a green Servpro truck and you know exactly what it is. So that brand is there and it's going to be here forever. And so that's a huge part of it. So I guess if anyone's looking into opening up a franchise or jumping in on the franchise side of stuff, do your research on it, but also know that more than likely they're there to help you and help you succeed.
Yeah, I like that. So they kind of give you a game plan of saying, all right, this is what you need to be looking at, maybe even, margins and all that kind of stuff to kind of really help you understand what you're charging and that fun of stuff. So.
Yep. And then not right now because of the coronavirus that's going on, but
Sure.
Or we would have we call it a franchise business consultant from our corporate office who's assigned to our franchise in our area.
Mm-hmm.
He our office about every quarter for a day or two. We go over strategy, finances, how the business is doing, get game plans on how to get better. And then a couple times a year, we meet as franchise owners in all of Idaho. And we collaborate, we go over stuff. We're always just learning more and trying to get better.
Sure.
And serve our customers the best that we can.
Okay. What do you contribute your success to and your continued growth to?
Hard work.
Okay.
not getting, I guess, not letting negative stuff beat me down. I try to be a pretty positive person. We all have those, crappy days.
Yeah.
I always try for the positive, even in those days. The line of work that I'm in and that our guys are in is not fun. Sucking up sewage is not fun. Going out block like we did last night is not fun, but it's rewarding because we're helping people when they are in dire need and have an emergency. So that's what I teach my guys, is just be optimistic, and that's what keeps going, is optimism and positivity.
Sure. Yeah, you guys have it's definitely a different model, because it's not like you say, okay guys, you're going to work at this time of the day and you're going to bed at this time. You guys are 24 hours a day. So walk me through that. How do you guys manage your scheduling? Like, that's interesting to me, because on my side of my business, we work in the evenings and we know, okay, this is what we have to do every night. You don't really have that luxury.
No, every day is different. We do have our office hours, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So that's when we meet in the mornings, is 8, and have our morning meeting. We go over all the jobs that we're doing that day, what we did the previous day, our plan for today, down going where and what vehicle. We do have a rotating on-call schedule. So, for example, over the weekend, Friday night, actually Saturday morning at 1 a.m., we got a call. So our crew that was on call, they get sent out to that job and they produce that job. The people that aren't on call, they don't really have to worry about it unless help is needed. Like, we got a really large job last night, came in at 5:02. So that's technically after hours. Guys had been home. We called everyone in and we all went out to the job, myself included. And
we lost your video, I think. There we go.
Oh, sorry. So we all went out to the job, myself included. We were there until about 11:30. So yeah, most days are normal 8 to 5, but there's always days where we're, earlier in the day we're in, or we're out later. Just over the weekend, we had guys out Saturday and Sunday on Father's Day doing carpet cleanings. So it's kind of a crazy schedule, and we have a great group of employees that understand that and are willing to work around it.
That's good. So how's COVID affected your business?
We saw a little bit of a dip in our emergency services, so like floods and fires, but it hasn't really affected. If anything, we're busier because of it.
Sure.
A decent amount of, proactive cleaning. So no had a confirmed case, but just cleaning to help prevent this. And we've also done a lot of cases where people actually had the virus, and we've gone in and cleaned those businesses or hotels or whatever it is.
That's good stuff. So when you said the normal disaster stuff is taking a dip, is that because people have just been home, working from home, and they're able to catch things sooner, or what do you think?
I think it, also people not wanting strangers in their house while this is going on.
Interesting.
I think the media has done a really good job at creating that scare attack of everything, but we haven't had any troubles with it. Like I said, we had a little bit of a dip when it first, came to Idaho, and Idaho was shut down a little bit, but it's bounced back, and we're actually busier now because of it.
That's right. Well, yeah, if there's anyone you want in your home and your business, you want someone that's been certified and stuff to come in and clean it and take care of you, so.
You don't want some stranger that says they know what they're doing but really don't coming in, because they could, infect you and your family.
That's right. There's a lot of people out there I've seen that are spraying those unicorn tears around and thinking they're killing stuff.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I like it. So what advice would you give to someone who's looking to start a business, or even going into a franchise, maybe not in the restoration side, but maybe someone looking at just starting a business or looking into a franchise? What advice would you give them?
Be prepared for long, hard days. Be prepared for, I wouldn't say disappointment, but just be prepared for a lot of ups and downs, like a roller coaster. There's downs, but up trump all the downs. Like, looking back on my 3 years as owning ServPro here, I don't really remember a lot of the hard, difficult times, but I do remember a lot more happy times or awesome customers or jobs that turned out awesome, ways that we were able to help people, ways we were able to give back to the community. So that's what I would, I guess, say is just give back to the community and service.
I like it. Add value, add value, add value. I love that. So, well, we have to take a quick sponsorship timeout here, Tyler. So just hold on for a minute, and
Okay. Go on there.
we'll be right back with you here in a minute. But the Pocatello Business Podcast is sponsored by Dell's Outdoor Advertising, locally owned and operated for the past 60 years. And did you know that nationally, outdoor advertising reaches more consumers per day than any other media? Pretty crazy. Billboards work 24/7, bringing your message to customers around the clock. 71% of consumers remember messages they read on a billboard, and 32% of them, 32% made a buying decision within 1 week based on a billboard message. So if you're interested in getting your message across to the masses and you want some solid dudes that are going to help you out, call Dell's Outdoor Advertising at 208-232-6886. Again, that is 208-232-6886, and ask for Rob. Tell him you heard about us on the Pocatello Business Podcast, and he will treat you right. Tyler, we're back at you, man.
Awesome.
So if you need some billboard needs, now you know who to call.
Well,
Okay. Tyler, we're going to move into our lightning round here quickly. First of all, is there anything I didn't ask that I should have?
I don't think so.
Okay. What is your favorite local restaurant in Pocatello to eat at?
Let's see. Mama Inez.
Speaking my language, cheese crisp, baby.
That's good stuff.
All right, next one. What is your favorite just local business to do business with?
Oh, wow. There's so many. First one that pops in my head is TP Advertising. The Pollards are using people.
Awesome. There you go, TP Advertising. Little shout out there. So I got to agree. They've helped us out as well. Perfect. Tyler, thank you for being on the show. If someone has a situation, one of those situations in the night, that just causes havoc, it's something that, of course you don't want any kind of sewage, but it happens. How do they reach out to you? What's the best way to get a hold of you guys?
Best way is call our office, 208-242-3819. Doesn't matter if it's 8 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 1 a.m. We'll answer.
Cool.
We'll be there.
I like it, Tyler. So give them a call. Serve Pro Blackfoot and Blackfoot and Pocatello within Idaho, and they'll take care of you. So appreciate it. Thanks for being on the show today. And till next time, Until next time, everyone in the Pocatello business universe, we'll see you later.
Congratulations on spending a couple minutes getting just a little bit smarter, having some fun, and supporting the Pocatello business community. If you are feeling the love, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you are.